Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's feeling good and great and all that old shit. I hope your weekend was fantastic and everything. But anyway, y'all know how I do it. I just jump right into it. Okay, just it was yesterday actually. I had a great conversation with this lady who has two daughters. Her daughter is 28 and the other daughter is 20. So this is for my young sisters. Y'all need to listen up, please. And so she said that her one daughter that's 28 was the one that was giving her a lot of like pushback. You know what I'm saying? Like she felt that, she know everything. And some of you young people do tend to think that. Right? Even my son, I had to check him several times and put him in this place and let him know like what time it is because honey, you don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from you because you do know what you know, but you really don't know because you're still traveling through life just as I. But I've been here much longer than you, so you can take my guidance because I'm a person who loves you, who wants to see you move forward and do great in life. Like, what are y'all doing? So anyway, so she said she was the same way with her daughter, but her daughter just kept giving her the pushback, not listening and all this sort of shit. And now the girl is 28 years old, and why she got three motherfucking children at 28. No judgment towards anybody who have children at a young age, later on in life, whatever the fuck. But at that point, and also when you're not financially stable, luckily for her situation, her and the guy that she was with, the baby father, they are still together. But she calls the mother and always complaining to her about, how she's stressed out and she need a break and all this. And the grandmother was like, look, that's not, I tried to tell her about that, like, but she just wouldn't listen. About like having a child doesn't necessarily mean that this man is gonna be there for you or whatnot, or even understanding the meaning because he is there in a physical form, but don't understand the meaning of actually being there, like and being a parent because they're both relatively young, right? And so she was like, when she called me and be like, I need a babysitter because I want to go out and so she'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? And then the daughter, this is the grandmother would say no, and the daughter would catch an attitude. How you catching an attitude? Honey, those are your children. Like what like yeah, she the grandmother. That don't mean that she's supposed to watch your kids when you want her to. Another prime example that came to me, like now, my New York mother uh, was here. She's no longer here. She's going on to her spiritual journey on in life. And I would ask her to watch my son, and she would be like, because she took my son on as if he was hers, and she would be like, no, like no, I'm not doing it. And I'll be like, why you ain't doing nothing? Like she was like, it doesn't, it don't matter what you think I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like no, that's your son, and when I want to watch him, I'll watch him. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel like it, I feel like it. I do. You know what I'm saying? And today I don't. So and that's, you as a parent, you have to understand that from the grandmother's point of view, because she is not the one to watch your children just because you call them and be like boom boom boom, and she supposed to be like yeah, like nah, that's not how that shit goes. You should be appreciative of the time that she do want to babysit, but in all actuality, that is your child, and you gotta motherfucking figure it out however the way you need to motherfucking figure it out. Prime example. My New York mother not wanting to babysit because I'm originally from Michigan and all my family is most of them are in Michigan. So uh I had to teach. No, I had to perform. So, and mind you, I'm doing a burlesque performance. For y'all who don't know what burlesque is, that's, like old fashioned stripping. Like, you wear like the pasties, you have on like a sequence like bottom, it's like panty, it's not G string, fishnet stocking, really big eyelashes, really big hair, gloves, the glamour of the whole shit. So, somebody asked me to come perform at this her husband's birthday party, and I was like, okay. So I'm calling her because she's the first person who I called. Like, would you babysit? You know what I'm saying for me? And so she was like, no. And I was just like, what? Now I see if it was like I was out trying to do some shit, like go out and hang out. Like, no, but I'm trying to make money. So I thought that she would understand that shit. She still was just like, no. And also she don't owe me no explanation. So I was like, oh shit. So I got to thinking. So let me call his father. I don't even know why I thought that. Of course, that motherfucker said no. So I ain't had nobody to watch. So I was like, my son, he down here somewhere, right? He walking. But yeah, I think I still had a stroller. So he could have been like 2, 3, some shit like that. So I was explaining to him as we was going there, I was like, look, mama, I'm about to do a performance. Like, I'm going to change. I'm going to come out of some things. Because, you wear a dress and then you kind of come out of it, with the feathers and all this shit. And, I had to explain to my son what the deal was. And when he got there was other kids there. And the lady was like, look, if they don't want their kids to be there, that's fine. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was mad cool. And my son, he sat and he watched me for a minute. And then he'll run around and then he'll come back and he'll sit and he'll watch me. Like, that was just a mother and son situation I just had right there. But the point is that when you have these children or child, honey, that responsibility is all on you. And also with children, you don't want to leave your kids with people that you don't feel comfortable with, and also that your child or your children don't want to be with, which is like a heartbreaking situation. You know what I'm saying? So the point of this whole shit is, listen, young ladies, be careful, like with having children, like at a very young age, because I don't even think that you're really thinking. Yes, hopefully the sex is good, because hopefully y'all had some good sex, but still, when you bring a life into this world, bitch, that's a whole nother situation. And there's so many things that come into that. You have, in order to have a child, young people period, you need to be mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and emotional well. If you don't have those 5 things in line or in some sort of check, you see how all these people be killing these kids and all this old wild shit? Because they don't know that patience and that mental shit that you have to have in check before you uh decide to have children. Because if you don't, and you are like flabbergasted about life, like, oh shit, it's gotta be like this, but yeah, you got this baby, you got this baby you gotta take care of, and your spouse, if it's a girl, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a whole bunch of shit. So get your minds to motherfucking together and make wise decisions, and always use condoms or birth controls, young ladies. You have to. And just because this y'all having sex, I'm talking about somebody that's really really young. And y'all having sex, girl, that don't necessarily mean that motherfucker gonna be there. So many men who just dip on their motherfucking kids, and it's not just black men who do it. So y'all need to stop with that shit right now. That's a man's thing, I think. No, it ain't. I think I know. Due to the fact that women are like, we're caregivers. We already know that. This child is a part of us, although it's a part of him too. It's just, but it's literally a part of us. You know what I'm saying? But it's also him too. But their mindset isn't on the same type of time as ours. And also, if they come from a family who didn't teach them the responsibilities of being a father and a man to a family, then of course they gonna be all out of whack. Quick motherfucking shit. Why my son bitch ass motherfucking sister told this motherfucker, because his mother has passed on, and she went, I think it was before I got pregnant, or when I think my son was in my stomach at this time. And she was like, self-preservation, he got to take care of himself first. I mean, yeah, we already know that, but bitch, he got a motherfucking kid coming on. What the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? That shit is out the window now. I mean, yes, you have to take care of your we already know that. But you got like for you to say that he already fucked up and didn't have a father in his life. That's like even more like pushing him back. You understand what I'm saying? To be like, nah, I ain't necessarily got to be there, and he definitely ain't necessarily there. Yo, it's fucking crazy. So, young ladies, y'all think, make sure that y'all take you some birth control or and make sure he use a motherfucking condom. And you can feel it when the condom is inside of you if that shit is on. If it's not, it's a different type of fucking feeling. You still gonna feel a dick, but it's a different type of feeling. Like with the condom, it feels like more smoother, right? It's just more smoother. But then when it's not a condom, like you feel all that shit, like all the, I don't know, you can feel the crevices, the veins, like just all that. You feel it. No, that's the best way I can explain it. But that's how you feel it. So make sure you watch, because some of them nasty motherfuckers will try to pull that shit the fuck off. And also use your hands down there, like to feel it and see if you feel like the thing at the base, like. And then y'all don't think like STDs are real, HIV is real. And wake the fuck up. So make wise decisions, young people. Another thing too, that y'all need to know. Something I seen that was so disturbing. I want to talk about this. How this was out on the web for a minute. I think maybe like I think I may have seen it 2 months ago or something. It was disturbing. I was gonna put a clip. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll tell you about it. I'm sure because it got a lot of views, so everybody's seen the shit. This mother had a daughter, and the mother had a boyfriend, and she comes home, and the boyfriend is fucking the motherfucking daughter who looked like she 14, 15 years old. And then he had the audacity to fight the mother. See, that's why you also have to have conversations about shit, ladies. You can't be bringing like men around your children like that. Like, nah. If it's somebody that you just fucking, you keep him like over there. Like he don't need to know your children, bitch. Like he don't need to be in your house. Like when your children is there. Like no. If you can't go to his house or he can't get a hotel for y'all to fuck, then y'all don't need to be fucking. Then we understand that some people have financial situations and shit like that. And if it is a financial situation, then maybe y'all go half to on a hotel if you have children, because a man shouldn't be around your child. And even if you also have to be skeptical of people like that you consider as, excuse me, yo my eye, um you have to be skeptical of guys that you are involved with. I mean, you have to be watching these motherfuckers like you piercing through, like what the, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't mean you know motherfucking good, yo. They be after your motherfucking children, want to fuck your children. And speaking of want to fuck your motherfucker, just something I actually saw. Now, see, this is where I get a lot of my information from, because I am super observant. I just watch fucking people. And plus, a lot of people share their stories with me. Shout out to all of y'all who have shared your stories with me, your sexual stories. So, look, check this shit out. I'm in a supermarket. I see this. It was this lady, and she has a daughter, and look like and a boyfriend, and the just to give you as I'm just because this is what it was. She was kind of like, she wasn't like, no, she was like a thick, uh, dark skinned girl, and her daughter looked like who was like 13, 14, a little light skinned, little something, and the boyfriend, like while we standing in line, it was during the time when it's like, I don't know, some holiday shit. When this holiday, the fucking lines at the supermarket be like dumb. So we in the line for a long ass time. And he was like, he'd do shit like this, like tap over her and, reach beyond his girl and tap on her daughter's shoulder and shit like that, like playing with her like that. And I was just like, oh, okay, he could just be play, but okay. And then I also seen where Like they were him and the little girl was in conversation, and the mother had went off to get something, and she come back and she had to wiggle her way in between, you know, them. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Girl, and he looked like, to me, he gave me the vibe, y'all saw my goddamn eye, that he would have fucked that girl. So everybody talking about this R. Kelly shit, y'all motherfuckers know these motherfuckers been doing that shit. I'm just saying. Disgusting and motherfucking nasty. So the point is this of this second half of this motherfucking video is stop allowing these dudes around your daughters and even some your sons too. Another quick story I'd like to share with y'all, and I think I shared this one before. Like it was so disturbing. A mother had a boyfriend. She had a boy and some girls. He done convinced this dumb, no brain ass bitch to allow her young son to take a bath with this man. And this motherfucker was molesting this boy. And then he told her, then he told him that he was gonna get his sisters, and he was like begged and plead to like, no, please don't. Like, I mean it, oh my God, like wow. The story was wow and horrible on so many fucking levels. You know what I'm saying? So ladies, stop being gullible and dumb and fucking stupid. Bitch. You don't do no shit like that with your motherfucking children. Oh Lord. Anyway, so I just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, come on, y'all gotta think, ladies. That's not you're not. Don't be so gullible and fucking stupid, because that's fucking stupid. Like the fuck. Anyway, oh, tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be on a podcast called Tough Titty. I'm excited about that. And I want to shout out to, because I was just on the podcast, I remember last week, with Saucy Conversations with Jeff. Like, it was really, really good. I had a great time on there. Y'all know my name is Real, and I'm an intimacy coach with the service class Seductive Art. And I'll be having my next Seductive Art workshop October 22nd. More details coming soon as to time and place. So, ladies, be looking out for that. Y'all know I'm also an author. This is the title of our book. It's called Quickie and 7 Short Erotic Stories. Read while you fuck, fuck while you read. You already know what time it is. And I'm a designer. My I take down my other website. The other one is coming up soon. Still working on that. So yeah, y'all be looking out for that. It's gonna be more urban, because it's hoodies time. So it's gonna be some hoodies, some crop tops, some socks, some backpack, real nice barbell, all that shit. But anyway, I'd like to say thank y'all so much. And if I resonate with you, please hit that, click that. I would appreciate that. Please leave a comment. Um, and all that old great shit. And you already know how we lead this, bitch. Be kind, be gracious, be fearless, be on time, be grateful, be of goodwill, be in good spirits, and all the wonderful things that you can be. But don't be no motherfucking asshole, like, and stupid and shit. We ain't all that type of time. And be assertive and be fucking opinionated. Don't ever be afraid to say what's on your mind. And through all that shit, don't ever fold, don't ever crumble, don't ever turn the curb. None of that. You always, in any circumstances, always be you. Until we meet again. Peace.